Well, 12.5 laps of the track for this 5,000-metre field. 19 starters. It's quite a big field. There are 2 pages here, and it's a field of the very highest caliber. 10 Kenyans, 7 Ethiopians, and 12 men in this field have broken 13 minutes, and amongst them, the reigning world record holder and Olympic champion Kenenisa Bekele there, second from the bottom, and having built his own track and a hotel 10 kilometers outside the center of Addis Ababa, now training on a nice soft surface back home that is more kind to his legs. Away they go then, and we are looking for a quick time. This, in effect, we understand, is yet another Ethiopian Federation trial. Bekele, we know, needs to run fast tonight here to impress upon his selectors to get a place in their Olympic trio. He already has one secured for the 10,000 meters, even though somewhat bizarrely, the Ethiopian Federation have been biding their time, holding back and holding back and holding back from naming names in their track team, their 5,000 and 10,000 meter teams in particular. They have got a host of good athletes to choose from, of course, but Bekele, as a reigning Olympic champion, is safe for that event, but he does want to do the 5,000 as well once the 10,000 is done with in London. Well, it looks pretty quick. The pacemakers, as you can see, with Ndiwa looking to get to 3,000 in around 7:44. That's about 62 seconds per lap. And moving up progressively down the outside there now is Murga, Imani Murga, the world cross-country champion from last year. Remember, this year there has been no world cross-country. They're now biannual, the IAAF World Cross-Country Championships. But as they come into the straight, it's Ndiwa from Gathimba, then Murga in third with the orange vest, Koech in fourth, Kipchoge in fifth, the world champion here in 2003, ahead of Bekele. And they go through 600 meters in under 90 seconds. The pack going through in about 91 seconds. The main body of the pack, 91, 92. It's very quick indeed. We're looking at something around 12:50 for a winning time here, without any doubt. And they are beginning to string out, aren't they, into single file.
Yep, and this promised, and it's beginning to deliver. It is early stages, but the 2:35 or thereabouts for the 1,000-meter pace really will give them 12:55, but being quicker than that. Murga up in the front. He's always there or thereabouts, is Murga. Unlucky to get disqualified in the championships, the last World Championships. He stepped off the track, and really he's 9th in Henglo over 10,000 meters just recently, actually, is Murga, but he's always there or thereabouts.
Well, they're coming down the straight now towards 1,000 meters. Kenenisa Bekele in a white vest, back in about 8th place at the moment, just moving in a good steady pace. He knows he's a good judge of pace as they come through 1,000, 2:32.73. It's settled down to something a little bit more sensible after a very, very quick opening 400 or 500 meters. But still the pace
61.81.
The pace continues to churn along in this men's 5,000 meters, with now the leader moving well. Gathimba coming up to 2,000 meters now, and 5:09.66. Well, it has slowed significantly. That's almost 2:37 that kilometer.
The high jump then. Little smile, body language not bad. Oh goodness, way over, way over. Wish we could see that from where we are. It's just way below us. There are cameras in the way, all sorts of things. But that's a no jump, but she's still leading.
Well, back to this 5,000 meters, and I can tell you that Kenenisa Bekele, the second from the back in this group in the white vest, has been struggling. He was in 9th place, then he dropped back to 10th, and it's only because the pace has slowed over the last 400 or 500 meters that he's still in with a shout there as they come through with just over 3 laps to run now. Isaiah Koech in wonderful form, the 18-year-old. He won the Kenyan Olympic trial at 5,000 meters a couple of weeks back. He leads then. In second place is Longosiwa. Right behind Longosiwa there is Kip Koech, then Masai. Three Ethiopians are there, and this group beginning to break away, but Kenenisa Bekele not amongst them. He's back in ninth place now, and the gaps are appearing. 6 are away. Then a gap of about 4 or 5 meters to a group of 3. Bekele at the back of that group of 3. He's in trouble. 4,000 meters in 10:19. That was at 2:36. They went through 3,000, by the way, in 7:43.5. But clearly Kenenisa Bekele, and he might prove me wrong yet, but he's running on tired legs tonight, or something's not quite right, because he doesn't look to me like he's going to finish up at the front end of this one. He's been training very hard, we understand, for the last 6 weeks on his own track at home, and nobody else yet uses it, even though he's offered it to his federation, to the Olympic squad, or the likely Olympic squad. That's been declined, and they continue to train on this very old, worn-out, hard track in Addis Ababa. Do many of his colleagues, which in effect did for his calf and injured him for a period of the last couple of years. Fastest time in the world this year, remember, by Mo Farah, that win in Eugene back in early June, 12:56. That is definitely still under threat here as this one begins to boil. Less than 2 laps to run as they head down the back straight, and they're bunching. There's definitely a little bit of cat and mouse here, and the second slipping away from what might otherwise have been a rather spectacular time here tonight. 7 men up at the front end. Gebre Meskel is there in 4th place as they come round the bend. The younger Bekele, Tariku Bekele, right at the back of the group. He was second in that great 10,000 in Birmingham in the UK 2 weeks ago. It's Longa Siwa from Isaiah Koech. Moving down the outside in 3rd place is Dejan Gebre Meskel, the winner of the 5,000 in Oslo. What, a couple of weeks ago. They hit the bell then. 11:52 it is. It is still going to be fast. It surely will be a world-leading performance here tonight. And it's Ethiopians in 1 and 2. 300 meters to run. Gebre Meskel there on the outside. And trying to find room down the inside. It's a cheeky run from Koech. The gap is closed though as they get there to 200 meters to run. And without any doubt, Kenenisa Bekele will put this one down as a fitness run tonight rather than a great race, because the Ethiopians here are showing a clean pair of heels. Gebre Wetin is on the inside from Gebre Meskel, and this hard drive from the last 200 meters is keeping the world clear. Longa Siwa in 3rd place, Isaiah Koech in 4th. And as they come towards the line, it's going to be the Ethiopians on this particular night. 12:46.81, and last lap I got there at 54.7. My oh my. And that is impressive closing speed, Stuart. 54 seconds at the end of a very, very crisp 5,000 meter run.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was well calculated by the 2 Ethiopians. They really got that one right, but particularly Dejan Gebre Meskel is a world bronze medalist last year at 5,000, and that looks ominous, doesn't it? He got such a terrific last lap, as you say, 54 seconds, and Gebre Wet played his part in that as well.
Confirmation then of a 1-2 for Ethiopia over the Kenyans tonight. Gebre Meskel from Gebre Wet, 12:46, a world junior record for Gebre Wet there in 2nd place. What a run that was.